What's up everyone, welcome back to the Sunday Leagues Investors channel. My name is Bryan. If you're new to the channel, basically what we do is we do all things soccer cards, give you our point of view on the soccer card market and stickers. Also, we give you guys a little insight on our journey in our soccer card business. So with that being said, make sure to like, subscribe first. That would mean the world to us. And I hope you guys enjoyed that mail day. It was a little different segment. I wanted to do something, spice it up for y'all, you know? But basically, today's topic of the video, I've been thinking about for a very long time, and a lot of things has been happening, right? First off, Diego Maradona passed away, so rest in peace, Diego Maradona. It's a big deal. Huge loss for the soccer world community, and you know, I know a lot of things are going on. Like a lot of people are talking about how they shouldn't be profiting off of Diego Maradona's stuff. You know, people are price gouging, people are doing all these things. For me, I would never personally do that. I think that's just something I would never do. First of all, I don't even own any of his cards and stickers, but I don't also judge whoever does it as well, because you know, I don't know their situation, we don't know either, right? But on the subject of Diego Maradona and just the legend subject, okay, I think it's super interesting how, you know, we've been talking about PWCC auctions, the golden auctions, how you should be buying legends and vintage, and I think this has been catching fire like crazy, like gangbusters. And one thing I'm noticing is that, I'm sure everybody notices, is that vintage and legends are starting to go up in price like crazy. You know, gone are the times where you could buy a true rookie of any of these cards for under $100, especially if they're graded. I mean, it's almost nearly impossible now. And you know, you look at the Pele 1958 recently, sold for $50,000. You look at the Cristiano Ronaldo PSA 10, sold for $47,000. All these cards are going crazy amounts of money. And we're getting to the point where, you know, people cannot afford it like normal people. Why not make a challenge? Think about how is it possible to look for true rookies on a certain budget? And I decided, you know what? Let's try to find 5 legends that you could buy under $50. They're true rookies. We're not talking about their first World Cup. We're not talking about their second year card. We're not talking about their first championship card or sticker. We're talking about their true rookie. Can we find that? So how I broke down the list, or my research, was I excluded goalkeepers, and the only reason why is because they're still extremely cheap. So that's something that's not really, I could probably put 10 players that would be really interesting to look into when it comes to goalkeepers. Second, I also excluded players that, you know, there were some players, legendary players like Rivaldo, Paolo Rossi, those players, they were selling for under $50, but the problem is they don't even have any stock on eBay, so they're not readily available. So there was no practicality if I decided to say, hey, that was not on the market when I was doing my research, but these are players that get under $50. That doesn't really make any sense. So the last thing I want to talk about before we get into the list of legends that I found under $50 is, you know, why are we even investing in legends to begin with, right? And some of y'all are really like, it's such a no-brainer, but it's actually really interesting. I think prospecting is super fun. It's super exhilarating, you know, trying to figure out a player in the rough and trying to see if you can really capitalize on his potential. However, when you look at the Golden Boy rankings, you look at all these players that are supposed to be the next big thing. They will be the next big thing for like probably maybe a year or two max, but unfortunately they will never actually hit their potentials because the expectations are just so high when you're comparing to other legendary players. So that's the reason why we decided that in our channel we talk a lot about legends and vintage, because that is the safest investments when it comes to soccer cards. All right, so now let's get to what you guys have been waiting for. Let's get to the 5 lists of legends that you get under $50. So number 1, the first player that we found that was under $50 was a Man United legend, the English legend, Wayne Rooney. I'm not gonna talk too much about his accolades or just for a lot of these players, but it's just super interesting how he's won so many things in his career. But I think the only thing that could hold him back has to be the lack of international success, okay? And you know, I don't think that should hold him back completely, but still under $50, his Topps Premier Gold 2002 card and his Topps Merlin sticker, 296. They're under $50 currently, and that's insane for a player that on his caliber. He's gonna be coaching soon. I think he's actually starting to coach soon, and he's gonna be more in the press, and he's one of the most beloved players just in our generation, right? Especially if you play FIFA in the heydays. I'm pretty sure you played with him at some point of your life, all right? So number 1 has to be Wayne Rooney, his top Premier Gold, and his Topps 296 sticker.
So much I can't count. Oh, and I don't need no college.
So the second player that we found that's under $50 is gonna be really interesting. He's actually one of the most accomplished footballers to ever play the game. He's won literally everything at the club level and also on the international level. However, he's still under $50. His teammate, his Barcelona teammate, Andres Iniesta, has been getting the most clout when it comes to card prices. If you look at his 1998 Mundi Chromo, Andres Iniesta, he's been getting a lot of clout, right? His prices has been going up. However, recently, the Barcelona man, the midfielder, the chameleon, Xavi Hernandez, is the player that we found under $50. It's just crazy how his cards are still super cheap. However, he's starting to pick up a little steam. His PWCC auction recently ended. His PSA 8 recently ended around $352. So people are starting to take a little notice, but that's one of the players that I researched that was under $50, and it just blows my mind. I mean, this is a world-renowned player, and he's gonna be a coach very soon. He's actually he's gotten a lot of praise as a coach, and if you guys have never noticed, I'm leaning towards players that are gonna be coaches soon, and the reason why is because they're gonna get more airtime. Look at Zinedine Zidane. You know, he's so relevant. I mean, not right now. I mean, Real Madrid ain't doing so hot, but he has accomplished so much as a manager, and that's helped his prices rise over time. So number 2, Xavi Hernandez. Check him out.
Don't need no college, cause I'm getting stupid amounts. Hey.
So the third player that we found under $50 is gonna blow your mind. It's probably gonna blow your mind even more so than the first 2. And it has to be Alan Shearer. If you don't know who Alan Shearer is, he is the most prolific goal scorer in the EPL. Like literally, he is the most prolific because he scored the most goals ever in the Premier League with 260 goals. He's won a lot of interesting accolades as well, a lot of success on the club level. However, the only thing I see that's holding him back is, again, lack of international success. But does that mean not to buy him or not to look into him? No. And the reason why is because it's not even like his 1990 Pro set is like at $50. It's literally severely under $50. I'm talking $20, right? At least when I researched it. And that's just crazy for a player at his caliber for $20. I mean, we're talking Jadon Sancho is actually like 5x than Alan Shearer. So that's the third player that we found under $50.
This one's for you.
So the fourth player that we found that's under $50 does not play striker, does not play midfield, does not play goalkeeper. He actually plays as a center back. And as a center back, he's actually one of the best center backs to ever play the game. And the reason why is because he actually won a Ballon d'Or as a defender. And also he was the first player to win the FIFA Player of the Year as a defender. And that is the World Cup winner, Fabio Cannavaro. If you look at his 1993 Panini Calciatore, it's under $50. It's crazy. You know, most times when we're talking about one of the best center backs to ever play, we're talking about Paolo Maldini, and rightfully so. But think about it, Fabio Cannavaro, you know, deserves some respect. For under $50, he has to be a player that you have to look
When
into.
the buses roll up and my friends show up, I get so
The
excited.
last player on our list that's under $50 is Raul Gonzalez Blanco. He is a Real Madrid legend, a Spaniard legend. He's won multiple La Liga titles, multiple championships, multiple Champions League titles. One thing I would say about him, you guessed it, he doesn't have that much international success as well. I think it's a common theme. But however, under $50, that does not make any sense. All right, we're talking about one of the most prolific goal scorers in La Liga history. All right, and his 1994 Mundi Chromo is very interesting to look at. However, I would say if you're looking at the 1994 Mundi Chromo or any Mundi Chromo in general, they don't really have good centering. So if you get one that's really nicely centered, you might be in good shape. One thing I would think about Raul is that he's actually the Real Madrid youth coach. So that means maybe over the future, if Zinedine Zidane cannot turn the tide, you might be seeing him take over at the helm as the Real Madrid manager. So that's one thing I would look into. So those are 5 legends under $50. I hope this video was helpful. If I missed some legends, on the list, make sure to comment below. I want to see what you guys found, because sometimes, you know, there's so many legends out there. However, there's actually not that many under $50, which is really surprising. So comment down below if you have a legend in your head that's under $50. That'll be really cool to see. Also, make sure to like and subscribe. That would mean the world to us. Again, you guys made it this far to the video. And yeah, if you guys want to see more of these things, more of these little challenges, let me know. You know, I'll do more of these things, do a little bit fun research. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. I love you guys. Talk to you guys soon.